Welcome to A-Main Racing. Tonight we're at Charlotte Motor Speedway in the trucks, 40 laps. We do have one reset tonight, and they are running 40% fuel, so this should be kind of interesting for these drivers out here to experiment with this 40% fuel, try to save their fuel, try to save their tires, make their pit stops count. So let's head on over to the racer and let's see how the guys are doing.
71's exiting the pits, coming up on the back stretch now.
Two-car pitting out.
Test. Thunder Buddy test. .37 coming out. Never mind.
Yeah, man, I did what you told me, what you put up on Facebook, and that still didn't help. I didn't know if you saw that message I'm up on Facebook, on the Facebook page.
Yeah, I saw. Anybody else got any suggestions? His, I don't know if his network card goes to sleep on him or what the deal is, but he said he's got, you got strong signal and just poops out on you?
Yeah. I actually got a couple of guys looking at it.
They have like iPads or anything else that are robbing his connection?
No, everyone's out of my house right now. Everyone's gone. I be racing and it just, I just fall through. And like my internet, it's up to the 50, but I've been talking to them for a while now. Because everyone I've been talking to, and the guy that's been basically working with me most of the time, working on my computer, going through my computer, and he's saying it's my internet. Something with the connection within inside the house.
Are you DSL? Cable?
22's pitting this time by.
I got the router right next to my computer. I started downstairs, then I moved it upstairs to see if that would make a difference, and no, and that hasn't made any difference.
Yeah, but are you cable or are you DSL?
Cable.
It should be bad.
Two-car pitting in.
RD, how's it going, man?
Really good, Doug. How are you?
Not bad. This is a good place to race, buddy. There's a lot of good, clean racing going on.
Hi, guys.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm happy to be in here.
Heck yeah.
.71 coming up on the back stretch now.
22 entering backstretch now.
Hey, Steph, I'm running on 20
One thing about it, Ed, is Matt don't have to worry about going over the rules with you. Because, the rules, he runs the same rules. You enter on the back stretch, same rules.
Yeah, I'm just kind of laying back right now, just trying to see how we draft here.
That's basic, why can't other people see that,
8 cars pitting in.
It's common sense.
Right, exactly. All right, guys, I'll give you a quick rundown of tonight's race. It will be identical to next Wednesday's race with just a track change. So obviously next week we'll run in Texas. We chose Texas because we put the poll out there. Majority of people had Texas. same format. We try to stick to the same thing. Same number of laps equals the percentage of fuel. So 40 laps tonight, 40% fuel. The big difference I think tonight, which will probably hurt a lot of people and hopefully not make people hate each other, but there's only one quick repair, so there is huge potential to get knocked out of the race or be sitting in the pits for a number of laps, not only for your mistake but because of somebody else's. So try to be careful first couple laps. The biggest thing that will probably happen is I see just from a couple practice races we've run and just test sessions going into practice is people kind of losing control on the corners and not be able to keep it up against the wall. Sometimes the truck takes control of it and you have no control over it. It just starts spinning down through the grass or the apron, collecting one or two trucks. So keep that in mind that if you get in a wreck, it's probably going to ruin somebody else's night too. So if you don't feel that comfortable, just ask for an EOL and we'll put you in the back of the pack. It's not a big deal. With one quick repair, that's probably the biggest thing is that first pit session. It's going to probably use up that quick repair, even for a bent up fender or something. If you do have optional repairs, obviously you can't leave pits until you fix your requireds, but if you got optional, you may have 2 or 3 minutes and the truck is going to handle even worse than it did before if you were involved in a wreck. So if that happens, just be mindful of the guys out there racing. And with a damaged truck, if you're over there, it's really hard to get out of their way. And if you're not used to running up against the wall, then that's probably not where you need to be going into turn 3 and 4 because the wall's going to come up quick on the exit. You're going to smack into it. Your truck's going to bounce down on the apron. It's not going to...
Brian, did you get that button set now? Everything's good for you?
You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Alright. We're good.
And then you got a different one for in the race.
Yep.
Very cool, very cool.
Good. Thanks for telling me how.
Yes,
Keep
sir.
me informed.
And Ed, Brian's in your league now, too.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, he's a good driver. Good driver. I wouldn't bring somebody in here that was a crackhead.
I hear you, man.
I watch Brian run every week, and I'll tell you what, he's a good driver. We don't want wreckers, we want checkers. There's Ed Kabasi going around the track. Got the camera right on you.
Oh, awesome, Rudy.
I've got to get a picture of your truck, buddy, for the website for Jeremy. So this will be a good chance for me to get I'll save this replay and then I'll get a screenshot of your truck because I've moved all my replays over to my external hard drive, so I don't have them.
Oh, right.
I could drag it back over, but it's just kind of a pain. So we'll get her, buddy. We got a few more we got to get too. Timothy Lewis asked today if he could change his number to number 4 because that was Christopher Perryman's old number, and Christopher Perryman's not with us anymore. So I told him it wasn't a problem. So he wants his truck, painted or up on the website. So hopefully we can get a hold of Jeremy tomorrow night and get a few more of them done.
I should grab that set from you, Rudy.
What's that?
For this track.
I have a set. You want it?
Yeah, can you give me one?
I can.
Good, awesome, buddy. This one's like, I mean, it's all right, but I have to lift a lot.
Okay, hold on, let me find it here. I've got several. I got to try to remember which one is. We got just a couple of minutes left, don't we?
Yeah, that's it. We got that. I don't know. Let me look. We got nothing left.
Ooh. You better...
I'll just run this really. It's fine.
Okay, because
I'll just take my time with it.
I don't really have one that I have tested. Most of mine are from old sets.
Oh yeah, that's fine, bro. I'll just run this thing.
All right. Sorry, buddy.
No worries, man. We'll make it stick eventually. I'm gonna try the 8-to-1. I'm gonna try that with an 8-to-1. I was using 10, so it might be all right, you know.
Okay, as the guys are qualifying here, we've seen some really great times in practice here. 29.386 was the fastest time by John Ambrose. Jeffrey Creek coming in the number 54 with a 29.420. So some great fast times out here tonight. Myself, I was using the fixed setup, and you can see I'm almost 4/10 off of the pace. So fixed setup's a stable setup, but not good for running a hot lap. So I'll be quiet now while these guys are qualifying.
All right, Rudy. I'm not sure how far along you are, but I don't think I'm going to say anything else after this one. Oh, I do got one thing to say before we go green. But that's okay if you broadcast it. I'm just going to mention to them that if they are damaged, to stay down off the track when the leaders are coming through. Okay. I'll try my best to talk to them on race control and get everybody to move out of the way. But I see a lot of guys getting hurt in this one. Their trucks being bashed in and them trying to complete laps to stay for points. But I don't want that to cause a problem.
Okay, you're on the air on the server, so anytime you want to say something. Josh Abate just connected. That's good. Yeah, because as I told you before, Matt, I usually mute the in-server chat, so it's not like walking over me or us in the booth, And we don't want to hear the guys cussing each other out over the broadcast and stuff, so.
Yeah, hopefully there won't be any of that.
Yeah, I hope
we got a pretty good lineup.
Yes, very good. Very good. I've been trying to get a few of the guys from over here to come and race with you guys. I've told them that you guys run some really good races, and we've had a few of the guys from Maine come over and joined Maximum Speed. So, it's kind of cool to intermix like that, as long as they don't interfere with nights, I think it's great. The guys, if anything, it's given them an experience of running around other people, and that's
absolutely, yeah.
That's always a plus, anybody can go out and run around the same people week after week after week. Go out and run around some new people, and now you got a whole different race,
Look at that, Richard in the fifth spot there. He's going to be one to watch tonight. He just absolutely dominated last night.
Yeah, he's a sneaker. I'm so looking forward to tomorrow night, Matt. I am just so pumped I've been bragging for 2 days over this. I'm just so excited about tomorrow night. I feel so honored that Richard has asked me to join them in the booth. I really do.
Yeah, you do a great job, but to see those guys, I mean, you would think you're watching professional racing the way they, the crosstalk, all that stuff. It's pretty amazing.
I know, and that's why I'm kind of like, wow, what am I going to do to top that? You know, but those guys are good. I've watched a few of their videos, and they're good. You know, they have the graphics. They have a lot of stuff I don't and can't have. You know, I try to do anything and everything that I can do to keep my stream from lagging. And whether that be not running the graphics, then I don't run them. You know, I know you guys wanted me to try that IRTVO, but go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, let me go over there and try to mention a couple things real quick.
Mm-hmm. So starting on the grid here. Oh, doggone it.
Brother Rubber.
I'm going to wait till Matt's done. I'm not really going to be able to. I'm going to move to another channel here real quick.
Channel switched. Okay,
starting on the grid, we have John Ambrose in the number 5 with a 29.336. The outside pole, the number 14 of Art Nellis. In the third spot, the number 54 of Jeffrey Creek. In the fourth spot, the number 48 of Brian Wood. Fifth spot, the number 74 of Richard Losper. In sixth, the number 34 of Michael Koenig, new member tonight. In seventh, the number 37 of Brian Vandenheck. In eighth, the number 71 of Sean Ambrose. In ninth, the number 2 of Rolando Arraro. In 10th, and the number 8 of Martin Porter. In 11th, we have the number 11 of Doug Nettle. In 12th, the 01 of Chris Kessler. In 13th, the number 22 of R.D. Miller. In 14th, the number 98 of Seth Hellman. In 15th, rounding out the end of the field, is the number 30, running in the 15th spot, of Ed Hewitt. I'm not sure if Josh Abate joined us at the last minute. Not sure if he is going to make it to the race. He may start on the pits, but I haven't seen him on pit road yet. So good luck to these guys out here tonight. I hope everybody runs a good, clean race.
Channel switched.
.40 laps tonight at Charlotte Motor Speedway under the lights. We have one reset, and they're running 40% fuel on these trucks, so I'm sure we're going to see at least one pit stop. Cautions are on. As the pace car brings them around turn 3 and into turn 4, the pace car will duck off onto pit road. And our leader, John Ambrose, will bring him down and take the checkered, or the green flag, excuse me. The pace car is off. Green flag. Richard Losper jumping out to just a tiny bit of a lead there, trying to get a good run on John Ambrose on that inside. These two going side by side into turn 1. John Ambrose trying to get a little bit of a run on him. Those two still maintaining that side by side going down the backstretch. The 54 and the 48 side by side now, and that's for second and third or fourth. So these front four battling it out really hard here, side by side up front. And the 48 ducks down in front of the 54. Brian Wood in the number 48 ducking down underneath and taking over that third spot. I think Richard Losper. I believe that's Arden Ellis. Excuse me, I am sorry, Richard. Arden Ellis in the second spot. Brian Wood third. Richard Losper, though, is closing up he's in the fifth spot here, closing up on the back door of the number 54. So green so far. Guys giving each other room out here, and this is what it takes to have a good race here.
These guys are running with about 40% fuel tonight, Rudy, so it's going to be pretty interesting to see whose setups fade off and who's going to try to use some pit strategy if we go green the whole time.
You're exactly right. These front two kind of pulling away from the rest of the field now. Art and Ellis are running in the second spot, hanging right on the bumper of our leader, John Ambrose. Kind of pulled away from the rest of the field by quite a little bit. 54 does get back by Brian Wood. 54 being run by Jeffrey Creek. He must have finally got that thing dialed in and got it hooked up and running pretty well. And we've got a spinner on the front stretch. And he does collect in a couple of cars or trucks into it. So let's go back and take a look at that. The 8 getting collected into that mess, trying to get off of there to save it. But, let's see. I think that was, that would have been the 37.
37, he was talking about his setup tonight. He said he was having a real difficult time getting around here without spinning.
Yep. Yeah, Brian Vandenheck. I hope you're okay, Brian. Seeing you hit that outside wall, man, that'll take a toll on your truck really, really quick.
I went up to watch him in the field there because he was holding on to about I think 6th or 7th pretty well, and then when I went up to watch, I was watching from chase view, and he was just starting to kind of scrub the wall a little bit. And that last time off of turn 4, it really did him in the tri-oval, and he got a little loose, and he saved it, came down across all the lanes and saved it, and a couple guys checked up really hard to try to miss it, and one of them spun. I think that's what brought the caution out.
Yep.
But done not a lot of damage. He's got a little bit of damage on his right rear, but I think with maybe a air pressure change or something, he might be able to get his truck back out there working a little better.
And Martin Porter spinning to try to avoid that, taking a little bit of damage also. Spun right down through the tri-oval. So he's got a little bit of front end damage and a little rear damage. So these guys get caught back up to the field now. We'll probably see them. I'm not sure if we'll see them go in and use the resets or not, but we do have quite a few on pit road. A couple of our leaders of 14, the 54, the 48. So quite a few of the guys finally coming down. The 30 of Ed Hewitt, the 37 Brian Vandenheck, Rolando on pit road now. So I mean, we've got a lot of guys that have pitted now. They're going to be. Not sure if they're going to try to stretch it the rest of the way on fuel. I don't believe they can make it the rest of the way, but remind yourself they are going to have fresh tires and going to be marching up through that field, and they're going to want to get up into that lead position. So the number 5, John Ambrose, staying out and still out in the lead. And now Richard Losper running in the second spot, so good job by Richard. These guys are probably saying it's a little bit too early to pit right now.
You know, I saw the guys in the back of the pack, probably from about 10th on back. I saw most of them pit. I think Art Nellis, I think he went and pitted. So definitely a little bit of strategy going on. You know, that's kind of a call you want to make. Yeah, you know, do you try to stay out if you're sitting there 12th? I think like Chris Kessler was in 12th or 13th. Do you stay out, try to get a couple trucks track position, or do you go in and get a fresh set of tires? And we'll see how that works out for them.
Yeah, and their crew chief may have had some adjustments they might have wanted to make on their truck too. You know, tighten it up, loosen it up, and that's the time to do it. You have to do it when you pit. So probably a good call I'd say by them guys. If their truck was a little ill handling, that's a good time to fix it up. But the number 8 staying out got a little bit of damage. Probably didn't want to use that reset. But you were right, Matt. Richard Losper, I think, is going to be one here to be reckoned with tonight. Running in that second position now. Ooh. I think he's going to be a voice to be reckoned with tonight.
Got the pace car coming out of turn 4 now. Probably going to shut the lights off this time by. And the pace car lights are off.
Trucks are going to start doubling up now. And next time by, we'll be green flag racing again. So, Matt, are you happy with the racing so far?
Yeah, it's pretty good racing, I think. You know, it's you definitely see a lot of guys that I know that can turn some quick laps and maybe didn't get the best qualifying run. You know, the 0-1 of Chris Kessler, I know he runs really well around here, but I think with that one quick reset, he's kind of laying back a little bit to see how things shake out.
Very good, very good. If there's another caution, and I hope not, next caution, we'll try to go down trackside and we'll randomly pick a driver and see if we can get a word in with them and find out how their race is going tonight. I don't think it's necessary to ask them on lap 7 or 8. So the pace car off.
This restart always makes me nervous. You know, you've got guys with some cold, bad tires, and you've got guys with fresh tires, and you see what's going to happen here.
Green, green, green. Yeah, this is true. The ones up front have the older tires kind of ball up the guys in the back that have the newer tires. And we got one down on the apron there, but I'm not sure. Did he save that? Yeah, he does. So good job. That cost him a few positions.
3 wide in turn 4, looks like. That was pretty tricky. They went through turn 4, kind of squeezed the 48 through the middle, and then he lost a couple spots.
Brian Wood always seems to be the guinea pig out there week after week. I've noticed he's always caught up in the mess and he gets wrecked out. And he's a good driver. Brian, you know, he's an aggressive driver.
Whatever changes the 0-1 made definitely is helping him out. He's kind of hurrying up through the field, and Art Nellis, the same thing with him. He's looks like he's recovering well and charging back up there.
So back up front here, John Ambrose, being Trunick, one of our newest members. And Michael Koenig kind of trying to hang on to his bumper here a little bit. About 3 or 4 car lengths behind him.
I'm looking at the 54 now of Jeffrey Creek. He's got a little bit of damage in the left rear.
Yeah, I see that. He's got his tailgate's mushed right in pretty good there, and spoiler kind of damaged. Good thing draft isn't like highly important here, but it can be on these straightaways. Draft could be important.
We saw on the restart, Brian Vandeheck, he got pretty loose on that restart. He dropped all the way back, and it looks like he switched places now with Artie Miller. Artie Miller significantly off pace, and Vandeheck is, he's going to go for a ride through the grass. He's going to save it.
He saves it. Good job, Brian. Good job. That cost him a lot right there, though. Lost his momentum, and now he's superheated them tires. It'll be tough for him to get around these turns as good as he was.
You know, we're coming out of Talladega last week, Rudy, and Jason Mitchell was the race winner, and A.J. Clark. Those two guys are missing this race. Got a car on the wall. Just a little bit of a love tap in the 11. He looks like he hits the trial of the wall.
That's Doug Nettle, yeah. Doug Nettle. It looks like he's okay. He didn't take any major damage. See Ed Hewitt there, the newest member, running in the first race here tonight. He got a lot of nose damage. Not sure how he incurred that, but could have been on the restart. But he seems to be running okay. He's getting going on the inside of Doug Nettle now and does complete that, somewhat complete that pass. Now they're side by side. And he ducks that back down in behind him. So maybe that damage is causing a little bit of problem for him. Now, what I've been kind of watching, Matt, is Rolando. He's never one you want to count out in these races. Rolando, very hard charger. I don't know if he has specialty tracks that he runs better on, but I've yet to see him run bad on any race. Here he is ducking to the inside of the number 98 of Seth Hellman, and he does complete that pass. So these guys running pretty hard. Now he's setting his sights on Brian Wood, and Brian Wood running in the 7th position. And see if he can get a run on him, and he's got a run on him in the turn 2, and he's going to complete that pass. So Rolando moving into the 7th position.
Pretty good battle right now for 5th between the 54 of Jeffrey Creek and the 01 of Chris Kessler. You know, Arton Ellis also, to mention, he pitted that first pit stop, came out and with some fresh tires, looks like, and he's moved himself all the way up to 4th place and really charged back through the pack. And 54 with significant damage in the left rear, and he just made the pass for 5th place. Very good by him. I'm right on him right now, watching him. Apparently that little damage on the back end isn't affecting his truck at all. If anything, it may be helping him, Matt. Could be giving him a little bit more downforce in that back. So the 34 still hanging right on the back bumper here. Michael Koenig hanging right on the bumper of John Ambrose. Them two have been going at it since the green flag dropped. So, and now Richard Losper moving into the picture in 3rd position. And I just heard the leader is going to be pitting this time. 5 and the 34 are pitting this time.
Very good. We're going to watch them pit.
Busy pit road. Got the 8 coming in as well. You know, from about 10th place back, it looks like a lot of those trucks have slight to moderate right front damage, so that's definitely going to affect their steering, getting into the corners. It's going to make a poor handling truck even worse, so it's going to be interesting to see what happens here on pit road.
74, Richard Losper almost wrecked coming on to pit road. Watching him, he he wanted to pit with these guys, but apparently he didn't hear the conversation between them. And but they're all three of those are pitted right next to each other here. Brian Wood coming on. Number 11 of Doug Nettle. A bunch of them coming on pit road, and they do their tire change, and they're away.
I was watching the 5 there. He's coming out of pits with a 34 right behind him. 5 took right and left side tires.
Yep. I think it'd be kind of foolish not to take 4 tires at the pace that they're at right now, the way these guys are running. But the 5 does pull out to quite a bit ahead of the guys that he pitted with. But we do have some other guys coming on pit road here. Ed Hewitt coming on pit road now. And we're going to see who our new leader is. Our new leader being Art Nellis, still out there running some laps. Probably going to have to. He's probably going to have to pit soon. I'm not sure what his pit strategy is. I know he did pit. He pitted earlier in that caution, but I don't think he can make it the rest of the way on fuel.
And Ed Hewitt, the number 30 truck, is coming out of pits right now, and it looks like he was able to use his reset. So he's got a brand new truck, took 4 tires, and he is up and out.
Good deal, good deal. Good pit stop, Ed. Art Nellis out to almost a full second lead over Jeffrey Creek now. Rolando running in the 3rd spot. Chris Kessler in the 4th spot in the 01. Good job by Chris. And those 3 all within about 2 seconds of each other, the top 4 trucks. And our leader is coming on pit road now. So the number 14 here of Art Nellis coming down pit road. We've got some other ones joining them.
If you were able to get around this track for close to 30 laps now, and you haven't used your reset, now's the time we are really going to put the pressure on and really try to make some moves, knowing that if something does happen, you've got that quick repair in the piggy bank. You can pull that sucker out and get right back out there.
That's exactly right. So Art Nellis changing all 4 tires, full tank of fuel.
71 with a pit road penalty, it looks like.
Ooh, that's not good. Don't like to see them pit road penalties. They come around, Rolando now being our leader, but he's coming on pit road. So our brand new leader coming on pit road. We're gonna watch him and see what he does for being this is coming down to the wire. They got 10 laps to go, Matt. I don't know if I'd want to just do a 2-tire change or a 4-tire. I think I'd do a 4-tire. But we're going to see how him and his pit crew here do.
Tough break for the 71. If you speed coming in the pits, you get a hold penalty. But if they get you on the exit, you're coming through for a stop and go, and that's exactly what happened to the 71. That really hurts his chances tonight.
Yep. So it looks like these guys have all taken 4 tires, so probably a really good move. Brian Vandenheck changing 4. Rolando changing 4, so yeah, good. Yeah, that is too bad about the 71, man. I gotta hate that for him. So these trucks come around turn 2, get back up to speed here. Let's check and see who our new leaders are. Still showing Rolando, but I don't think that's correct yet until he crosses the stripe. I'm showing John Ambrose back out in the lead now again by 1 second over Jeffrey Creek. And I'm not sure if Jeffrey Creek is even pitted yet. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. That's right. He pitted at the same time that John Ambrose did, I believe. So this time by, we'll have 8 laps to go. So he's got
Pretty impressive run here for the 37 of Brian Vandehecke. You know, he had some trouble early on. Setup wasn't coming to him, and it's definitely working for him now. He's got himself up in the top 10 from fighting for 15th place with the 22 car of R.D. Miller, and R.D. Miller currently in the top 10.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I'm showing 14 trucks still on the lead lap, Matt. That's pretty impressive for here at Charlotte. So 7 laps to go. 7 laps to go. Next time by will be 6 to go. As our leader, John Ambrose, continues to lead him around. Jeffrey Creek running in the second spot. And he does have a brand new truck now. He went in and used that reset and got that big dent in that tailgate taken out. They did a little body work on that, I think, pretty quick in the pit road. So Art Nellis now running in the third spot. And he's not that far back. He's coming fast. He's coming fast up on the bumper of Jeffrey Creek. Michael Koenig, our new member, running in the 4th spot there, Matt. He's doing a great job tonight. I'm kind of impressed with his driving. I don't know about you. 74, Richard Losper running in the 5th spot. Quite a ways back. He's running about 8.8 seconds behind the leader now.
Really good racing out there. You know, I was just listening to the driver chat channel there, and I heard the 98 tell the 01, go ahead and come on by. I know you got fresher tires, so a lot of gentlemen out there.
Yes.
And kind of lost the 01 on the track here. I'm not sure if his connection fell through or what, but I no longer see him on the track.
He may have. 71 served his penalty, and he's 3 laps down, but he's still out on the track. Got to give him a lot of credit for that. Yeah, Chris Kessler is running 1 lap down in the 01 there. So, okay, so we're coming down to the wire now. John Ambrose, our leader this time by. Be 2 laps to go. And it doesn't look like anybody's going to have anything for him here at the end. Art Ellis has moved into the 2nd spot, though. Wow. So he did get by Jeffrey Creek for that spot. I missed that pass, but good job by Art Ellis. And next time by, we'll get the white flag. We'll do the last lap. 40 laps here tonight at Charlotte Motor Speedway. John Ambrose takes the white flag.
There's a pretty good battle right now for, looks like 7th position.
John Ambrose comes out of turn 4. Comes down that front tri-oval and crosses the start-finish line, and he is the winner. So great job by John Ambrose, showing the way pretty much the whole race. I'd say he led almost all of the laps, but great job by him. Wow.
Watch. A couple of you guys had really good setups, really good opening laps, and then after that first caution, it was kind of amazing. You see a couple guys that were up in the top 5, top 7, started falling back, had troubles, and man, Brian Vandehecky, holy cow, man, you were loose and back in the way back of the pack, and I don't know if you made some changes on that pit stop, but you muscled your way up, all the way back up there. Good job.
Thank you.
Rudy's in the booth here. I'm going to throw it over to him. He's probably going to try to talk to the top couple finishers here. If you guys have a second, just stick around. But really good racing, guys. Hope you all had fun. Thanks.
Yeah, thank you, Matt. I had a blast, except for speeding on pit road, damn it. Oh, well.
John Ambrose, this is Rudy Cummings in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir, Rudy. I got a copy.
Wow, John, what a performance tonight you put down, man. You dominated the field. You led all but just a handful of laps. Had great pit stops, right on target. Man, great race. Congratulations coming home for first place tonight.
Thank you. It was great running with these guys, a bunch of clean guys. That first 2 laps with Ayrton, man, we had a good side-by-side going, and yeah, after that, clean air was key.
Yeah, we were watching you, and I'm with you on that. I believe that clean air in front of these trucks means a tremendous amount. So, but great job out there tonight. And you got anybody you'd like to say hello to or thank?
Yeah, I'd like to thank my sponsors, Motec and JohnAmbroseRacing.com, and a shout-out to my wife and daughter.
Very cool. Thank you, John, and great racing, buddy. Art and Ellis, this is Rudy Cummings in the booth. You got a copy?
Yep.
Arton, great run out there, man. I watched you. You passed Jeffrey Creek on with a couple laps to go. I missed that pass on the broadcast, but apparently it was a good, clean pass. You raced so good and clean out there tonight. What did you got to say good about the race tonight? Are you happy with it?
Yeah, it was really fun. A lot of the other drivers were very clean. There were some few close moments on the first restart. There's like a couple 3 wide moments on the slower cars, but everyone managed to held it together, and it was nice that there's only 1 caution.
Yeah, that's always a plus when there's only 1 caution. 40 laps here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. I mean, this isn't really a hard race to a track to run a race on. If you got a decent setup, and obviously you did tonight, and coming home second place, congratulations. You got anybody you'd like to thank or say hello to out there?
No, just GSRC. They broadcast races, and I know Richard Losker is also a commentator for that too. So shout out to them.
Okay, 10-4. Appreciate that very much, Arton, and congratulations again on your second place finish.
Yep, thanks.
Jeffrey Creek, this is Rudy Cummings in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Jeffrey, what a run, man. You and Arton are battling. I missed that on the broadcast. I was trying to stay focused on the leader, but you and Arton running well. Obviously, a good clean passing going on by you, but and him. But you guys running so clean out there tonight at Charlotte Motor Speedway, man. This was an awesome race for A-Main Racing. I got to congratulate all of you guys out there, but especially I want to congratulate you for coming home 3rd spot tonight.
Thank you. Yeah, my truck was good on the short run, but the long run, it just got really tight in the corners, and I couldn't hold it down there. So they tried and pass me, but I gambled. I didn't take any tires that pit stop, but.
Well, it was a good effort on your part all the way around. That's between you and your crew chief. If you don't think he did a good job, fire him, get another one. Just kidding you, buddy. Great run out there tonight. Do you got anybody you'd like to say hello to or give a thank you to?
Yeah, I'd like to thank Matt Brooks and A-Main Racing for putting these on, and also my girlfriend for letting me play this.
Very cool, Jeffrey. I watch you week after week, and you run some really good races, buddy. So, again, congratulations on your 3rd place finish.
Thanks, Rudy.
So that'll wrap it up this week for A-Main Racing. We ran 40 laps at Charlotte Motor Speedway under the lights. We've talked to all the racers. Everybody was very happy with the race tonight. Matt was very pleased with the race. For just being a 40-lap shootout here, the guys really had a great time. So, again, this was pretty awesome. And you know what? I am going to get that pass right here. This is the pass where Art and Ellis did pass Jeffrey Creek right there on the front stretch. So that was a good pass. Nice, clean pass. Good racing by these guys out here tonight. I'm thoroughly impressed with them. So that'll wrap it up for this week, and we'll see you next week at A-Main Racing. Follow us on Twitch, twitch.tv/MaxSpeedTV.